We love to binge eat our favorite snacks every other day. But did you know that some foods hide the deadliest substances known to man? From fish that can paralyze you to fruit that can kill you. Here are the top 10 most dangerous foods in the world. Number 10. Fugu. The Japanese are known for eating the most bizarre things they pulled straight out of the water. But fugu, or pufferfish, really takes the cake for being their deadliest dish. A dish containing pufferfish can be lethally poisonous because it contains tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin up to 1,200 times more toxic than cyanide. Yikes! Just a single pufferfish is more than enough to kill 30 people, or at least paralyze your motor nerves and cause fatal respiratory arrest. But the craziest thing is that it doesn't deter the Japanese people in the slightest. Japanese chefs usually charge up to $200 a plate. Now, if I ever visit Japan, you bet I'm skipping this particular dish for sure. Number 9. Ackee fruit. Ackee fruit is the national fruit of Jamaica, and eating it raw is a surefire way of inviting death to your doorstep. That's because an unripe ackee fruit contains a poison called hypoglycin, which can result in hypoglycemia. So the fruit has to be completely ripe and allowed to open naturally on the tree if you want to eat it without dying. Oh, and under no circumstances should you be eating the black seeds of the fruit. Improper preparation of ackee fruit may cause vomiting, coma, or even death. Just ask the Jamaicans. Number 8. Sanakji. Koreans aren't that far behind when it comes to consuming weird sea creatures. Raw. Boy, do they love to play with fire. Sanakji is a Korean dish made of live baby octopus tentacles that have been chopped up, seasoned, and served immediately. Just imagine all those slippery bits just squirming around your plate. Playing with your food has never made more sense. The problem with Sanakji is that the suction pads on the tentacles maintain their powerful grip even after death. These tentacles can stick to the mouth and throat and cause people to choke to death. 6 people die every year from Sanakji. So, culinary daredevils, better watch out for this one. Number 7. Elderberries. Elderberries are safe to consume once they are fully ripe and properly cooked. However, elderberry leaves, twigs, and seeds can cause nausea, vomiting, and severe diarrhea because they contain potentially fatal levels of the cyanide-producing glycoside. And in extreme cases, overconsumption can lead to seizures, coma, and death. So, it's best to avoid incorrectly prepared elderberry juice, wine, or tea. Number 6. Rhubarb. Who knew vegetables could potentially kill you? Rhubarb is the pie plant, which is often found in jams and pies. But it has a darker side that most people don't know about. The leaves of the rhubarb plant contain oxalic acid, which can cause nausea, diarrhea, eye pain, and dark red urine if it's consumed excessively. But most seriously, oxalic acid can lead to the development of kidney stones and cause intense nausea and intense pain. Sounds pretty awful, doesn't it? Number 5. Cassava. Cassava, or tapioca, is a tropical root crop similar to taro and yam. It's often used in pudding, juice, and chips. But don't be fooled by all those yummy snacks, because the leaves and roots of cassava can produce deadly cyanide. And we all know how terrible cyanide is in general. So cassava must be properly cooked and prepared correctly before canning, eating, or serving. Number 4. Huckerle. Can sharks get even scarier? Huckerle is a putrid-smelling delicacy made from a shark caught off the coast of Greenland. These sharks lack kidneys or urinary tracts, so they can't filter out all the crap in their bodies. Instead, they filter through their skin. So if you eat it fresh out of the water before curing it for a couple of months, all that trimethylamine oxide from the huckerle will most likely kill you. Talk about scary and deadly. Number 3. Blood clams. Yep, we knew China was going to crop up on this list sooner or later. The Chinese are known for eating some pretty questionable food. Blood clams are a great example of their absurd culinary choices. Blood clams are plump-looking clams that live in low-oxygen environments. These juicy clams absorb some really harmful bacteria and viruses you really don't want inside your body. Blood clams can cause hepatitis A and E, as well as typhoid and dysentery. So make sure you avoid this crazy delicacy at all costs. Number 2. Kasumarzu. Imagine the most disgusting, unhygienic food ever, and you still won't be able to come up with this one. Kasumarzu is a traditional Sardinian sheep milk cheese that is stinkier than your average blue cheese. It's also quite unlike any cheese you've had before. This stuff is left open to flies to lay their eggs in. Then the flies hatch into wiggly little maggots that burrow their way in and out of the cheese, causing it to ferment. Now, here's the thing. When someone eats this perfectly disgusting cheese, maggots and all, it can cause severe vomiting, nausea, abdominal pain, bloody diarrhea, and intestinal lesions. All thanks to those squirmy maggots tunneling their way through your guts. So gross! Number 1. Giant bullfrog. Giant bullfrogs are a favored dish on the dinner menu in Namibia. Beats me why though, because these leaping animals carry a wide array of toxic substances that can cause kidney failure. And when they're young and have yet to mate, these bullfrogs can be lethal. So guess what I'm avoiding like the plague if I ever find myself in Namibia? That's all for today, folks. If you liked the video, hit the like and subscribe button. With that being said, take care and peace out.